Yo, what is up guys, it's me Chris F1 here, back in a new video. So today we're gonna be doing, I know I'm back, first of all, and I need help. My name, it got randomized and I'm super mad because I actually put it as the actual name I wanted. But of course, in Call of Duty fashion, they love to change it around. Yes guys, by the way, this is not about, like, any optimal keybinds. This is only about your graphics, like the best maximise and best looking. Like, you don't want it, yeah, you can make it look all good, but is it really gonna be like actual good FPS? No. Like, you could add, like, I don't know, example, you could add 4K, which is gonna be later explained why you shouldn't add 4K. Like, you know, just why would you add 4K 3D if you only have a 1440 or 1080p monitor? It's just logic, guys, and you know, like, it's just not, like, you wouldn't even see it. That's why I'm not gonna put it. And yes, I know it's been a long time uploading. Probably gonna do a little like yeah, like, just don't judge the gameplay. Yes, I do miss a lot of edits sometimes, but I got much better. I'll show you my little video of me becoming better. I think I lost some of these rounds, but yeah, let's move on to the video. And please, someone tell me, how do you change your name? Whoever does it, I will shut you out in the next 10 of my videos. So probably 10 weeks if I do at least one upload per week. So, and I will do a video about it, but I will still shut you out. So technically 11 videos. I hope you like this video, and yes, I'll see you in the settings. Okay, so the first graphics thing you want to do is full screen. Now, you're not gonna have any input lag. That is the good part about full screen. Now, if you are always like, if you're always like live streaming, you're going on all of your stuff, full screen borderless. I have to use it sometimes just because it actually works better. Next up, put it on the monitor you have. I use this monitor, and put it on your good graphics card. Now, that's one thing you want to do. You want to put it on this. Do not put it on your that, or else your game is going to be lagging like crazy. Put it on your screen refresh rate at the max that you could. Maybe it's 144. Render rate illusion 100. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, but what if you want the best amount of graphics? A lot of people ask me this, and the reason why I put it at 100 instead of at 200, because 200, if you don't have a 4K monitor, and by the way, it's 100 for everyone. It's going to be different. Some people, it's going to be the 60% is probably going to be 19 by 820 if you have an 8K monitor or something like that. But because I have a 1080 monitor, I use 3D this, because if I go up, I will not see the difference in graphics. You will not, due to because of your monitor won't be capable. Advanced, I leave it to you like this. I use this. I just use 1080p. Don't use any of this. If your game is lagging, do this one or this, but I like that more. Aspect ratio automatic. If I were you, I wouldn't dig too much into it. Then it's Vsync. Vsync, I would turn it, I disable it. Here's why. A lot of people, when you're gonna do it, it's gonna limit your frame rate to the monitor. So a lot of people would be like, hey, it's just gonna cap it, right? It doesn't do that. Yes, it's gonna take off like the little like horizontal lines, but it's gonna take up a lot of input lag. So I just turned it off. Yes, I get it. It becomes a bit annoying if you see it, but sometimes you won't even see it. You probably won't even see it, honestly. Custom frame rate. A lot of people ask me this too. Hey, what you use? I put it custom. Here's why. Advanced. This one I turned it down. Is when the game, you know, is not really on. When you're not on it, you know, when you're using another app. Menu, I use 60 FPS. Sometimes I get 63, but I use 60 because I don't want my computer to be running like crazy. Then gameplay, I max it off because it's, you know, it's just better. NVIDIA highlights. I disable it, and yes, you could use NVIDIA Shadow Play, but I mean, if you want to use it, it's just gonna take up a lot of RAM on your computer. Now, if you keep the game for a long time, like if you had it since like I don't know when it first came out, Modern Warfare, I recommended it of restarting it every 2 months or 30 days. And yeah, if you have a TV, use this one, but if you use a monitor that's like 144 hertz, do this, or 60, you know, just a monitor, not an actual TV. Next up, texture resolution. I put this at high. There's a reason why. Number one, you don't see anything when it's at low, and yes, you could use normal, but I just want high. High's the best. This I use normal. Now, a lot of people would put it on low, which I would probably put on low too. But I just don't see it really well, so I just like it more normal. I think normal's the best, because high takes up a bit too much. Now particle quality, you want to put this at low, you don't really care about the effects. I mean, if you do put it at high, it's not like there's a normal, so probably I'll put it at low. Bullet camp practice, this is a personal preference. It does take up a lot, it takes up like, I don't know, like 1 FPS or something. It displays like when you shoot, like where like the bullets go. So I recommend it, I don't know, enable? I think enable is better. Now this is Tessellation. I disable it. I just, yeah, it won't change the difference, don't worry. I thought it would, but looks like it actually is better. Shadow map resolution. You do not want shadows, okay? I wish you could turn off the shadows. I think you could, and which I think I did, but put it at low in case you just can't disable it. Next up, cache spot shadows. Disable it. Disable. You want this at low. Now, yes, it would look. The game looks amazing when you put it at ultra, but you have to put it at low, unfortunately, if you want the most amount of competitive. If you want your game to look the best, just put everything at the max. Some stuff, no, but if you want your game to look honestly amazing, just put it there. Directx Retrace. Okay, retracing looks very nice, but in life, you have to disable it if you're gonna play like. You're gonna, like, if you just want to, like, you know, play competitive, you're gonna have to do this, or you want to just have the most amount of FPS. Yes, it doesn't look as good, but sorry, but it's always a sacrifice in life. Okay, next up is ambient occlusion. I disable it. Screen space reflection SSR. Okay, so I put this disabled, and I think it should be disabled. Next up, anti-aliasing. Now, in Fortnite, anti-aliasing is actually better to turn it off when you play competitive. But this game is a bit different. I just like it more. I think it's a bit too, like, I don't know, you just see too many pixels when you turn it off. I put SMA 1X. Now, I was going to play on this one. I mean, yesterday. This one's, like, the best. Like, it looks amazing. But this is the best one. Depth of field. Okay, disabled. This is honestly personal preference again. It's just gonna look more blurry, like your line in the middle of your scope. I just disable it. Film strength. You have to put at 0.10. It's the best, especially when you're using this type of anti-aliasing. Next up, you do not want motion blur. Motion blur is the worst thing ever. I turn it off. Weapon motion blur. I turn it off again. Film grain, you don't want full grain, it's just gonna make your game look ugly. Next up, general. Okay, yeah. You're gonna wanna press supply. It won't change much for me because it's the same. So yeah, next up, you're gonna want general. This is honestly personal preference, you know, if you play more controller, you wanna play controller. If you play keyboard and mouse, you play keyboard and mouse. Next up, field of view. I went full on. Now, yes. This may look a bit crazy, but I want the most amount. Now, a lot of people ask, hey, what do you want? Dependent or affected? I like more affected. Honestly, I just, you know, like it more. This is opinions too, and this is opinion too. I just like it more zoomed out. I see way more, and yeah. Next up is brightness. Brightness, this is personal preference again. Sometimes I put on max, which I was just do back then. Some people don't do that because you just won't see anything. But I think at this, you know, like this is one of the best. This 80 or 77, I think it's the best. This is personal preference. Personal preference. If I were you, I would actually want to turn it on. It takes up a bit FPS. I just take that off. It takes a bit too much. This is, once again, this is personal preference. You want it disabled? I like both. I don't know. Also, this is also personal preference. People like this more. I just like Trinitopia. No, I'm that type of guy, but it doesn't change up the colors like crazy, so... And you can see the number. Like, this is all personal preference. I just don't like it disabled, so I'm gonna keep it like that. Next up, minimap shape. I like more round. I honestly find it's better. Square just takes up a bit too much space. And yep, minimap rotation. Do you want it when it does it? Honestly, like when it rotates, very good. Text chat enable is this personal preference. If you want this, I don't know. I may take it off, but just because it takes off, like it takes a bit of FPS, so that's once again. So this, if you wanted to show your FPS, you can. But I have an FPS counter right here. You don't see it, but yeah, you know, you just don't see it for some reason. Server latency, disable. You could show that, you could show that, you can show that, you can show that. Show mute sound enabled. Very useful. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you tomorrow. By the way, go check out my Twitch stream, Chris Formula 1. I'm thinking of changing my name to Chris F1. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.